Uh, my name is Doug Foxley, and I've had the pleasure of being the chairman of the Golden Spike Foundation. And in some ways, this is kind of a family reunion for all of us. 1 year ago, almost 1 year ago, some amazing things were going on out here, and it's a little different to see it today than it was. I am joined today by the members of the foundation. We have Chris Robinson. Would you kind of wave? And he's got his son Will with him today. We have the president of the Golden Spike Foundation, Amy Stone McConkey, with the four beautiful McConkey ladies with her in tow today. We also have with us today from our committee, we also have F. Ross Peterson and his better 1/3, Kay Peterson. And they were all invaluable in making this happen. There are many people here that need to be recognized today. I will introduce Congressman Bishop in a moment. But we have the Box Elder County Commissioners, all three of them with us. I really didn't need that. But to the Jeffs, Hatfield, and Stan Summers, thank you very much. We're honored to have you, and in particular, we would like to thank Box Elder County for working with us on this beautiful place where the buffalo is going to go. And it couldn't have happened, but in particular, we'd like to thank the Box Elder County Road Department, and in particular, those individuals that have worked so long and so tirelessly here. We also have with us today State Senator Scott Sandell. I think almost everybody here knows Scott, and of course he has his wife Christy. And if you get tired, just there's an extra bed over at the Sandell Ranch here for you. We have a really good guy here today, my good friend Chief Darren Perry of the Northwest Band of the Shoshones. And Darren was kind enough to reach out to Rios, who will give a blessing here in a few moments. But Darren's grandmother, May Tim Bimbu, and my mother went to school together, and it's fun to see what Darren and Rios and others are doing relative to the tribe. Probably the most important person here today really is an amazing lady by the name of Naoma Tate. And let's have a big round of applause for Naoma. It was really Naoma's vision about doing this, and it was Naoma who commissioned Michael Coleman, one of the most prominent, if not the most prominent, living Western artists and sculptors, to commission Distant Thunder. And it is a great and generous gift from the Hal and Naoma Tate Foundation. Hal was an amazing entrepreneur and actually ended up selling his company to Union Pacific, and Naoma has just been so amazing. And we thank Donna Polton for working here with everybody. Donna, please, and a special thanks to two or three individuals here at Golden Spike. Even though he's no longer here, it's amazing what happened when Lee Buskowski came over and things started happening. Justin Glasgow, Justin has been, there's Justin. Justin, you're a real hero, and thank you very much. And Richard Carroll, wherever you are, thank you. We had some questions as to whether or not this would ever happen or not, but this really happened because of one person. And it's my dear friend Rob Bishop, and Rob took personal interest in this project. Rob personally reached out to the Secretary of the Interior, Secretary Bernhardt, who also took interest in this. And so I think it is only appropriate at this time that we have a few words from Congressman Rob Bishop. And Rob, thank you for all you do. This wouldn't be Golden Spike National Historical Park but for Rob. And if Rob and I had had our way, it would be a national park instead of a national historical park. And one of these things, commissioners and others, we sometime need to do is sometime we need to protect this beautiful view shed here. And also, just by way of notes, probably the last thing our foundation will be doing is we have now entered into a search, and we did an RFP with various sculptors, and we've narrowed it down to 4 people, and they are going to submit proposals to us, and hopefully within a year or 2, we will invite Rob back and all of you, and we will unveil a piece that commemorates the building of the amazing transcontinental railroad. So without further ado, my dear friend, Rob Bishop.
Thank you, Doug, and to everyone who's actually here today. This is such a great moment that we hope to have had a long time ago, but it's a great moment today. I really wonder what people will first think as they look at that sculpture. It's a beautiful sculpture. Will they think of a nickel? The Buffalo Bison baseball team? Twilla High School? Or will they think of a bison burger out down at Maddox? But I think one of the things that they need to think of is how this becomes a reminder of what this actually is. There were bison here before this existed, before the Transcontinental Railroad. The Transcontinental Railroad is when a whole lot of people from a whole lot of different countries came here. They experimented, they pushed their limits, and they created something that was really unique. The driving of this spike that united the rails changed America, and in essence, it also changed the world. And I think it's no small coincidence that a few miles down that way, we also have an institution that changed the way transportation was thought of, with a lot of people that took challenges and came up with the space station, the shuttle, everything else. All this area has had such a great significance. And at all that's done, then we still come back to this wonderful sculpture that will be here, reminding us that all this stuff is tied together. This is the importance of this area. This is the importance of the history. And that Gold Spike National Historical Park is here to tell a story. And it's a story that is significant about other people. To those of us who live up in this area for northern Utah, it's important. That's why Thomas and I are here today, because this is significant for northern Utah. This is our national park, our newest national park, but it's the only one actually in northern Utah. That's why this is important to us. And I'm looking forward to the new supervisor that will be coming out here, who worked with our committee for a while. I know him, he's a good guy, but I also want people to realize that when he comes here and we all sit down together again, that the status quo is not good enough. This park wants to become an end destination for people. This is not the end of it. There is more that we need to do, and that the community is in support of making sure that this national park becomes something that everyone is well aware of, and that we will work together. We will work together to build on this beginning, but it's going to be something that's more and more. There is more to do out here, and we're all going to work together to do it, because this place is significant in the history of this country, and it's significant in northern Utah. It's significant to all of us. So thank you all for being here. Everything you all have done in the organizing it, everyone that's here. I have so many memories with all of you. Mr. Perry, your dad was my teacher and my coach. Whatever he said about me, it's not true. And please don't spread that going anywhere else. But we are looking this as the step that's going to help make this a destination spot for people coming out here to learning something that is necessary to learn. So thank you for this wonderful statue, and for everything you did to get it here. And we're going to be looking for it to be swung into place. Will it look like a charging bison when it actually comes in here?
Of course.
Will we have to get out of the way before the swings? Anyway, this is such a neat experience for all of us who are here, and it's only the beginning. Doug? Thank you.
So I would be amiss today if I didn't recognize Norm Nielsen. Norm, tip your hat. Norm has been leading for well over 50 years a group of volunteers who have come out here and they do the reenactments. And Norm's a pretty amazing guy. Thomas Wright, I'm glad you're standing under a tree, because when you come to Promontory in May, you know, you better be wearing a hat, okay? So anyway, there's one person in particular that I would like to make mention of today, and that's Gary Evershed. Gary, would you please stand? So,
Take my mask off.
yeah. So nobody will know Gary, but Gary's sister Robin, who is sitting next to him, Robin Kramer. Robin was one of the magical individuals, along with Amy and the Gold Sweater Ladies, along with Renee Leda and others, who really made things happen. But we really wanted to have a recreation of the Hell on Wheels town. And fundraising was pretty tough, and things were looking pretty bleak. And one day, Robin comes and says, you know, my brother Gary is willing to build, and he's willing to donate Hell on Wheels. So if you remember last year, right over here, we had Hell on Wheels. And so thank you, Gary. Thanks to you, your company, and all your workers who came out here and worked tirelessly to have that happen. We owe you so much. Well, we're all here now, and I don't know if we're going to wait for the crane, but we have, when I reached out to Chief Perry about having a Shoshone blessing, and we'd planned on doing this a few months ago, and then things happened. Oh my gosh, it's a helicopter. But
KSL.
yeah, well, anyway, so Amy, so should we have Rios bless the buffalo where it is right now?
Let's do the blessing, and then the crane should be here in 10 minutes, and then we'll kind of pause for a minute while that gets up.
Okay, so it's my honor to introduce Rios Pacheco. For those of you who remember last year, and how can you forget last year? But Rios was kind enough to give the invocation, which started our ceremony last year. And anyway, Rios has explained some things to us, and before he gives his Shoshone blessing on Distant Thunder, Rios, any comments you would like to make beforehand, we would welcome those, and then if you'll give the blessing, we would appreciate that.
I'll hold off and give the blessing first, and after.
Okay, so Rios will give the blessing first, and then he'll chat, okay? Thank you.
In our culture, what we have when we start our prayers is what we have a prayer song. So I'm going to sing a short prayer song. Lamapat sik tamadawana bawana zan mahani wano ugichi. Osundum. Haya ya 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 ya. Waya ya 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 ya. Waya ya 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 ya. Waya ya ya Dama apa hugachi dama so dama nanu nuena sik dama we sik dama daibona dama nuena dama tu daibona das dama zainaman sik dama we so dama hanin gigachis dama suma dama nuena sik dama we sik dama we hai wokan sik dama we zanusinga wandoi sik dama apa sik dama bosani sik dama zama hanin wandoi ugachi Masa bosani dama nuana nanuana zan haning wando ugachi dama gutta wando haning wando ugachi dama gay nisigwa wando hagni dama we dama bosani zan nusing wando inu dama apa zan dewa kan ugachi dama nangan dama wisa nusinga wando sik song dama na wanuna dama wisa nusinga sik dama nuwa sogop dama za nusinga wando ugiche una dama apa dama za muguna gan una dama apa bahawuna muguna sik dama nanuna sik dama za nusinga wando ugiche dama apa dama za nusinga sik dama davia dama bia davia sak dama za nusinga wando ugiche das dama apa dama durona za nusinga wando dama gagona dama dogona za nusinga wando ugiche dama apa unu dama apa dama nangan unu we dama nangan dama degokan unduwa naniad dama degoan sunu dama sa Jesus Christ dama we degokan unu dama apa dama nangan ugiche os and os. Thank you. I'd like to say some things about some of the symbolism that is here at the park here. When I came in, I seen they are going to set the buffalo. This represents the tree of life. We are a family here. We are represented in symbolism as a tree. Our branches are the growth of the tree. That's our people, our kids, our children, our grandchildren. Those are yet to come. In the bottom is the roots. Those are all of you here. And your grandparents, those that have passed. And now, because the buffalo has been given to our people as a gift to come and feed this family and to help this family tree grow, this buffalo represents all the people here throughout all the world, because here we had one of our spiritual leaders from Utah say that they have all the people in the world represented here. They have the Caucasian culture, the African culture, the Native American culture, and the Chinese and Asian culture here. That represents everyone in the world. Here we all meet, and we all have to sustain food like our people. The buffalo sustains us, and yet even today the buffalo sustains us because of the things that the buffalo brings. It brings all good things from its body to our bodies. When we take part of that buffalo, we become stronger. We become more in tune to the ground, but more in tune to our Creator. This buffalo represents for our people our sustaining life. But with the buffalo, we have the eagle, and the eagle carries the prayers of the buffalo sustaining life, and the eagle carries those prayers to our Creator. Today, we're going to do the same thing because we have many people here that have sickness with them. We're going to ask the Creator to watch over us, to sustain our lives, to show pity on us, that we'll be able to change our lives and live a better life and be kinder to other people. In this way, we'll be able to have our Creator look upon us and give us that freshness of life, just as He has given us this buffalo to help us in our life. And those things, all the things that here are on the earth and in the heavens come and were created here by our Creator. And I hope that we all recognize these and that we give thanks to our Creator for all that we have. We'll send them.
Thank you, Rios. Thank you very much, Rios. And this is not on the program, and I hope that she will forgive me, but I think we would be amiss today if we didn't have Naoma say a few words. And so, Naoma, would you, and in your words, I hope that you will talk about whether or not you want people to actually touch the buffalo. So anyway, Naoma, please, if you would.
Thanks a lot, Doug. I just want to say that it's a wonderful thing to be here, and I appreciate Doug's leadership so much throughout the year last year and from the start of this whole campaign to revere our ancestors who brought the railway here 151 years ago Sunday. And after we talked about it for the first time, I was on my way home from our first meeting and thought about what I could do to maybe honor our ancestors and what was done here. And I thought about one of the most fantastic artists and really wonderful people that I've known for the last 40 plus years, and that's Michael Coleman. And thought about the symbol of the buffalo here, and I called him on the telephone. I had Donna Polton sitting in the car and said, "Could you make a big, full-size buffalo?" And he said, "You bet I could." And he worked on it for over a year. Did much damage to his two thumbs trying to do all the detail work on it, but I think he ended up doing a magnificent symbol for the strength that it took to come west, and the strength that it took the people to survive here that lived west, the American Indian. And so I would say I would love little kids to touch it, to get their hands on it and feel the spirit of the American West. And thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
And thank you, everybody, for being here.
All right, let's give a really big applause to Naoma. Naoma, you're a rock star. Naoma said she wanted a buffalo when she talked to Michael, and she wanted a buffalo with attitude. And I think she got a buffalo with attitude, okay? Delighted to have Mr. Brad Westwood, state historian, and representing Jill Remington Love. And Brad was invaluable to us. Brad was helpful in getting the Golden Spike here. And I would be amiss if I don't one more time thank Senator Scott Sandel, then Representative Scott Sandel. Scott went and got the seed money that made this thing happen, and he made Box Elder County proud. He made Northern Utah proud. And I just have to say that our goal with Spike 150 was to remember those who were the forgotten heroes, whether it were the African Americans, whether it were the Confederate or Union soldiers, whether it was the Irish, other immigrant groups, whether it was really, the Mormon graders, whether it was the Chinese. And I would hope at this time, as we're struggling, I hope that we will also remember some of the unforgotten and unsung heroes who are doing so much for us. Those who are working in emergency room, healthcare providers, those who are providing food, even those individuals who are helping us in the grocery store lines or wherever they may be. Let's remember those unsung heroes of today whose names we do not know. So with that, thank you for coming. Please feel free to have your picture taken with Distant Thunder, and the crane will be here in some time. And anyway, we had a crane operator, but he didn't have the appropriate credentials, so we had to get another one. So, maybe he's over in Fowles Valley right now. I don't know where he is, but anyway, thank you all for coming. Thanks, Rob. Well, I thought, yeah, it was. I guess I should have been. I said Secretary